And I'm about to scream, guys. I've just did a whole video and I've just realised it didn't record. Anyway, Ingrid Marsh here with Unleash Your Inner Badass campaign, equipping women like you with the badass mindset so you can take on the world and win. And I say, guys, from an event I had yesterday, I've been reflecting on this whole badassery thing and why sometimes it's hard to come out as a badass. Come out as a badass, that's a new word. It's hard to come out as a badass. I want to talk about that quite a bit because if we don't address this, what eventually happens, you start diluting all your badassery just to fit in and to find a group to fit into. So I want to talk about that. Stay listening. Hey guys, so we're talking about the whole badassery thing and why it's sometimes difficult to come out as a badass. So the mistake I made all over the years, almost most of my life, was trying to keep my feet into two worlds. So I was actually hanging with the non-conformists as well as the conformists, all right? And the reason I was doing that, I understand why I was making that mistake, is because I see the world, I see everybody as equal, all right? Regardless of your gender, race, age, religion, disability, sexuality, you name it, I just see us all as one. I see nobody's above me and I see no one is below me. And that's kind of like a badassery 101, sort of a badass law. Okay, but here's the problem I was having with that without realising. When I was mixing with non-conformists, with conformists rather, I realised I was mixing with them, but then they would just accept them for who they are, accept them for their beliefs and their values, how they saw the world, because I thought that's just them, that's you, this is me. You're a conformist, I'm a non-conformist, hey ho. The problem I was experiencing, however, is that many of the non-conformists were pulling on my energy. Alright, some were great, some, were fine, but many of them were pulling on my energy and making my life and my world really, really difficult. But I wasn't realising, because I just thought, but we're all one, we're all equal, and all the rest of it. If I knew then what I knew now, is that I would just stay out of that world, honestly, because it just makes you ill. The other problem with hanging with conformists and traditionalists and people who live in these caged mindsets, the other things is that because we want to fit in, we're programmed to fit in, what can then happen is that you then start diluting your values and your beliefs to fit into this group. And I hope school children screaming, I hope you can hear me beyond that. So you then start diluting your values and your beliefs to fit in with that group. And eventually that becomes your reality. You start believing that to be true. So your whole badassery self, your whole badass self and all your views have just gone. All right, you become a part of that, robotic world or what have you. But I understand why it happens. However, what we have to remember is that there are more people like me and you. All right, my darlings. The problem is that you may be the only one amongst many. Okay? And it can feel like a pretty lonely experience. So I'm here to say, guys, that there is another side. And even if you're not full badass yet, you may just have an itch. All right, you begin to question some of these rules that they have out there that says makes you a woman, makes you black, makes you Asian, makes you, your race, or makes you or around your age or your disability or what have you. You begin to question those rules. You have an itch, all right, you're still part of this group. Okay, also let you know that it's okay, we're here, we exist. And the reason I reflect on this quite a bit, because yesterday I had the most beautiful day where it was just like all these badasses come to me in different guises, do you know what I mean? Old, young, different races, different genders, what have you, all come to me and revealing their badass self. These rebel women all revealing themselves. It was just so beautiful. And the more I actually just take myself out of the traditional world, the more all these people start revealing themselves to me. So I'm just saying that to say, guys, that you don't have to conform. Do you know what I mean? You can be your beautiful self. You can unleash your awesomeness. You don't have to conform to that world. There is another world. There is us. Alright? And we'll welcome you with open arms. They're all here that you don't fit in. Alright? Because we want your individuality. We want your voice. We want what you bring to the table. It's all these different voices that make a whole. Alright, my lovely. So, don't forget to follow or subscribe. Join our community. Go onto the website. Join the community there. You get more awesome information from me. And to do that by following. Oh, I said that? Yeah. Follow or subscribe. Depending on where you're watching this. That's what I was meant to say. Ciao.